Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to introduce you to a technique called Travis picking. Travis picking is a very widely used technique, and the way that it is worked, it's the thumb does the walking and the fingers do the talking. Now I am a self-taught musician, but I've had a couple of professors and teachers to help me along the way, and they introduced me to this Travis picking. The way to practice Travis picking is by watching TV. You watch a whole lot of TV and you just let your thumb keep walking. I'm going to show you how that works. Okay, here's the old thumb, and it's going to walk back and forth. See right here, I got my finger planted on the root note, which in this case is B flat, because there is a capo on the 3rd fret. And my other thumb is going to play the 5th above it, which is going to be B flat, C, D, E flat, F. Right. So here's my 5th. There's my B flat, and there's my F, and they're going to walk back and forth. As such. Ready? 1, 2, ready, and 2, 3, 4. Back and forth. Do so, do so, do so, do so, do so, do so. 1 and 5, all the way. So what you do is you train your thumb by watching some Conan, because it's 11:30, or whatever you might be watching at the time. Clear your head and let your finger go back and forth. You can do this for several hours a day, and sooner or later it just kicks in, and then it's like riding a bike. So that's the thumb part. As I said, here are my fingers. Here they go. Here's my fingers. My thumb, which is doing the walking. Okay? As if it's a walking bass. Here are my 4 fingers, and they're going to do the talking. I'll do the fingers. Here, you can see me over here. I'll bring it back a little. About right there. Yeah, so my fingers here, they're going to be doing this stuff. So you can even develop a rhythm on that right hand if you'd like to. I'll add a melody, really, because that's the fingers talk, and it's going to say something like this. Okay? So I'm going to do a little walking, and you'll see how this kind of develops. Now I'm going to use my fingers to do a little talking. Here we go. So my thumb is doing that walking, my fingers are doing the talking, and as you've noticed, I broke out of that pattern that just simply goes dum 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 dum. So I can break those 8th notes, and I can do a little more of an expressive kind of work by making it a little more loose, as a lot of blues musicians have done. And the way the form is that it's so elastic, there's so much you can do with it. But mainly what's important is that you're expressing yourself, even in the mistakes. So I'll do it again, and think of it more, when I'm playing it like that, think of it more like I'm just saying what I want to say while walking how I want to walk. With that in mind, here we go. So I'm going to play it live on the 5th note if I want to, build up a little suspense. So borrowing notes from the 5 chord. Alright, so that's a whole lot of fun. Again, the way to practice with this is just to sit in front of the TV and let your thumb do that walking. And when you're feeling expressive enough, or if you're having a moment, or and most importantly, that you're very comfortable with how your muscles have taken this into their memory. Just that dum 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 dum, that back and forth with your thumb. When it feels like you're riding a bike, you're going to be tempted just to play a rhythm on top of it. This way, you don't need anyone to accompany you. You can do it all yourself. Kind of like Mozart would use Alberti bass in the left hand, which is more like... Well, something like that, you see? But you can just play that 1 and the 5 and just go to town. You don't have to be Chet Atkins and be spot on perfect, like Brian Setzer says. You can explore as much as you want. So with that in mind, here's a song that uses such a technique, and it's called Don't Give Her Hand. Well, here we go. Alright. I want to make sure you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, here we go. It's pretty fast. Brace yourself. Sunday morning, she was back door closed. I said, baby, where you going? I didn't mind to break her heart so hard. He said, you wanna be a man, don't give her hand. Last Sunday morning, she was back door closed. I said, baby, where's your pigtails? Like I said, won't you do? He said, you wanna be a man with a hand. Sunday morning, she wore her pigtails. I said, baby, where you going? Hey, little darling, would you be my wife? Hey, little darling, yeah. Hey little darling. Hope you like that. Bye bye.